AITA for refusing to share my work presentation with a coworker who ignored my messages before. I've been working on a big presentation for a project at my job for the past couple of weeks. It's something I put a lot of time into, including research, slides, and organizing everything so it flows well. At one point, earlier in the process, I actually reached out to a coworker on the same team to collaborate, since we were both assigned similar tasks. I sent him a message asking if he wanted to work together or at least compare ideas. I didn't get a response. I followed up once more a couple of days later just to be sure he saw it, and still nothing. After that, I just assumed he wanted to do his own thing, so I focused on finishing my part. Fast forward to the day before the presentation. Out of nowhere, that same coworker messaged me asking if I could send over my slides because he was running behind and needed something to work from. He said he was overwhelmed and didn't have enough time to pull everything together. I was honestly caught off guard. I remembered how I had tried to involve him earlier and got no response, and now it felt like he was only reaching out because he needed help at the last minute. I told him I wasn't comfortable sharing my entire presentation, but I could answer a few questions or point him in the right direction if he needed help with specific parts. His response felt more frustrated than anything. He said he was under a lot of pressure and had assumed we could lean on each other if things got tight. From his perspective, sharing the slides would have just been helping the team get through the deadline. I reminded him that I did try to connect earlier in the process and didn't hear back, so I moved forward on my own. At this point, handing everything over didn't feel right after putting in that amount of work by myself. Since then, our interactions have been a bit off. Nothing openly hostile, just a noticeable shift where things feel less easygoing than before. Part of me understands how stressful it must have been for him to be behind, but another part of me keeps coming back to the fact that I did try to collaborate when it would have actually made sense. AITA for refusing to share my presentation after he didn't respond when I first reached out?